to Northbrook Farm Weddings and Events. I'm Chris Orser. This is my wife, Laurie. We've been doing events here since 2011. We did one for a friend, and it has now moved on to, it was a hobby, and now it's moved on to a full adventure. But the property originally, how did we get this beautiful piece of property? I've asked that question all the time. In 1829, my two great-grandfather, John Drinkwater, purchased the property from the English government, being King George, and they moved here in the spring of 1829 after spending a winter in Newmarket. And it became a 600-acre farm, and Laurie and I consider ourselves caretakers of the property and not actually owners, because we're the fifth generation having this lovely piece of property. And we are now sharing it with couples, making this a special day event center.
In 2016, we applied to the township to have an exception to our zoning, and we are now a legal wedding venue. We operate from June until Thanksgiving weekend, and we have weddings every Saturday. We only have one wedding per weekend, so you have Friday, Saturday, and half of Sunday. It's just a nice way to do a wedding rather than being rushed where you're doing it all in one day. You're not worrying about all those other things having to be done all at the same time. We give you as much flexibility as possible. We do have a list of vendors that have been to Northbrook before that we're happy to give you, but you have the choice to pick any vendor that you like. The tent itself we bought in 2016, and it is a frame tent, which means there are no poles in the middle, and it's very light inside, and it sits on a cement floor, so you're not on wet grass or mud should it happen to rain and your guests are coming in and out. It's dry. It's perfectly watertight, and it has chandeliers inside, and then there are swags with mini lights, so you don't have to add any lighting. You can add lighting if you like, but you don't have to. And we provide you with harvest tables and chairs, a bar, a podium, and we also have a kitchen tent for your caterers to use, and that has a commercial fridge in it with tables for them to use, and then they would bring their own cooking equipment. We have 3 ceremony spots that you can pick from. There, by the pond is by far our most popular spot, only because it's pretty, because there's a lot of gardens down there, and the pond with the koi fish. And there is shade most of the day, so your guests are cool, and so are your wedding party. And then if you want to have the house in your wedding pictures, you can set up in front of the house, either facing the house, or there is a garden that the chairs can be set up in a circular formation, and you can have your wedding there. And then there's another spot in the east side of the garden where you can have about 100 people can go there. Our maximum for our venue is 160. We have chairs for 160, and if you were to have more people to your ceremony, you could rent more chairs for that. But for the dinner portion, 160 is our maximum inside the tent. So that's Northbrook. We're the Orsers, and if you'd like to come by and see the venue,
Please call first. I just want to make sure I'm here to see you.
we'd love to see you.